Welcome to another edition of Swim Easy Speed. Today we're going to look at how to get more distance per stroke. And in swimming, distance per stroke is that benchmark of efficiency. If we can get you taking less strokes to go the same distance, you're more efficient. And there's a lot of things that make up distance per stroke, and we want to look at it and break down these components. And, we looked at the other day, stroke rate, or your tempo, times your stroke length, or your distance per stroke, is what's going to equal your speed in the water. So what we want to do is we want to break down distance per stroke and what are the different components that make up distance per stroke, and then how do we impact those in training. So what does distance per stroke represent? So it represents body position in the water, your feel for the water, technique, and fitness. And so what we're going to go over, we'll look at each one and see how we can impact each one in training. So the first one, body position, kicking is a really great way to impact that. It forces core engagement. It gets you to hold a very straight line down the middle of your body and work on getting long and flat on the water, which is what we want to do for body position. So the next thing that we're going to look at is feel for the water. And that's a really simple idea that the more pressure you have on your hands, the more propulsion you're going to generate. We tend to use Aquavolo swim mitts to kind of constrain the stroke a little bit, constrain your feel for the water, so that you work extra hard to get it. The next thing we're going to look at is technique. And we use swim with socks, so swim with Aquavolo drag socks, to impact some of our technique. We also use the brick and swim mitts, but for this particular exercise, we use the drag socks that forces a viable catch in the front of the stroke, forces more core engagement. And then for fitness, this is where you just want to swim faster with a lot of focus on your technique. So we want to swim as fast as we can go with the best possible technique over and over again at or above the pace we want to go, where we hold the best possible technique regardless of the amount of stress that we're under. So that would be how we're impacting distance per stroke. We'll go over and look at stroke tempo and what comprises that on the next video. So as always, thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you in the pool soon.